You watch the chart paint a fractal, and your gut screams. You hesitate. You miss the move. That ends today. By the end of this episode, you will have a disciplined, step-by-step routine for reading Bill Williams' chaos signals. You will know exactly when to trust the fractal and when to walk away. We will set up automated alerts on TradingView and MetaTrader 5, so you never second-guess a setup again. No more emotional whipsaw. No more staring at the alligator's jaws hoping it bites. You will have a checklist. You will have rules. And you will have the confidence to pull the trigger without your stomach flipping. This is for the trader who has read the books but still freezes in live action. You know what a fractal is, but you enter too early or too late. You watch the Awesome Oscillator flip green, but you doubt the histogram because the last 3 signals were duds. This is for the person stuck in analysis paralysis, bouncing between M15 and H1, unsure which time frame rules. It removes the problem of discretionary chaos. Bill Williams gave us a system, but he also gave us a trap. The trap is thinking you can feel the market. You cannot. I trade M5, M15, H1, and H4 daily. The difference between my profitable months and my flat months is not my prediction. It is my obedience to the signal. This routine is for the trader who needs a mechanical trigger, not a meditation session. It is for the retail trader with a job who cannot watch every tick. If you need to set a trade and walk away, this discipline is your edge. If you are a scalper chasing every 5-pip wiggle, this is not for you. First, we lock in the time frame hierarchy. I use H4 for direction, H1 for my bias, and M15 for entry. That is the spine. Open your chart and set this up before anything else. Why H4? The alligator is smoothest there. The fractal signals are heavier. If the H4 alligator is flat and tangled, we do not trade. Period. That one rule cuts your losing trades in half. On H1, we look for fractal breaks against the H4 direction. On M15, we wait for the exact signal. This sequencing matters because it filters noise. Most traders go straight to M5 and get chopped. Now, the entry trigger. I do not buy the fractal breakout alone. That is retail suicide. I wait for a fractal to form. Then I wait for the Awesome Oscillator to flip in the direction of the H4 bias. 2 confirmations minimum. If H4 says up, M15 prints a down fractal, we ignore it. The AO must print 2 consecutive green bars above the 0 line for a long. That is your trigger. You enter on the close of that second bar. You do not enter on the open. Why? The close confirms buying pressure. The open is a guess. This is where the psychology breaks. You will see the first green bar and want in. Do not. Now, we build the automated alerts so your gut never enters the chat. On TradingView, I create an alert on the M15 chart. The condition is a crossover of the AO above 0. I set the alert to run once per bar close. Why bar close? Intra-bar alerts are lies. They flicker and reverse. I also add a second alert for fractal breakouts, but I do not act on them alone. They are for awareness, not execution. On MetaTrader 5, I mirror this using a custom indicator that pushes notifications to my phone. The key is you are not watching the screen for the signal. You are watching for the confirmation. The alert tells you a candidate exists. You then check the H4 alligator yourself. If it is not aligned, you delete the alert and move on. That takes 10 seconds. This routine removes the anxiety of missing something. The market will always give you another fractal. Always. Here is a real test I ran this week on Eurist. H4 bias was up. The alligator was open, jaws above teeth above lips. M15 printed a down fractal at 1.0840. I ignored it. 2 hours later, M15 printed an up fractal, and the AO crossed 0 with 2 green bars. My alert fired at 1.0865. I entered long with a 20 pip stop loss. I set my take profit at the previous H1 swing high, which was 1.0920. That was a 55 pip target. The trade took 6 hours to fill. It hit the target at 11 p.m. London time. That is a 1 to 2.75 risk reward. My win rate on this system is 63% over the last 90 trades, so that risk reward is very profitable. The cost was 0. No subscription, just the indicator and my broker's raw spread, which was 0.6 pips. The output quality was clean. No manual fiddling. I set the alerts, went to work, and checked my phone twice. File size was irrelevant. The edge was the routine. Now, the honest limits. This system fails badly in a ranging market. When the alligator is flat, it looks like teeth gumming porridge. Fractals fire constantly, but they are meaningless. If you push it, you will get 12 losing trades in a row. I have done it. It is painful. The fix is the weekly time frame. If the weekly alligator is flat, do not trade the daily at all. The second limit is the AO lag. The Awesome Oscillator is a lagging indicator. You will enter late on sharp reversals. When the market spikes, the AO flips after the move is done. You catch the tail, not the body. If you push it on a news spike, you will buy the top or sell the bottom. It breaks. You should not use this. New traders with less than 6 months of live experience should not. You will not have the patience for the H4 alignment rule. You will skip it and blow up. Also, if you cannot handle 5 consecutive losing trades without abandoning the plan, do not use this. The system is a grind, not a lottery. The obvious alternative is the Ichimoku cloud. It gives you trend direction, support and resistance, and momentum in one glance. It wins in one situation, trending markets with strong momentum. The cloud acts as a dynamic floor, and the lagging span confirms strength. When the market is ripping straight up for days, Ichimoku gives you cleaner entries than the alligator. The AO can stall, but the cloud stays solid. However, the cloud has a serious learning curve. It is not intuitive. In choppy sideways markets, the cloud distorts and gives false breakouts. That is the opposite of the chaos system, which tells you to stand down. So if you are a momentum trader who loves clean trends, use Ichimoku. If you are a patient pattern trader who value range respect, stay with Bill Williams. Your next step today is simple. Open your H4 chart. Check the alligator. If it is flat, walk away and do not trade. If it is open, set a manual alert on the M15AO crossover. Do that one thing. That is the entire discipline. The system works because you work the checklist. Do not trade on hope. Do not trade on gut. Trade the fractal. The market rewards the patient. Start today.